Breathe cleaner with the Agentis Brio 650. Are you serious about clean air? Meet the Agentis Brio 650, the commercial strength standalone air purifier that goes beyond HEPA filtration to remove PM 2.5, ozone, and even viruses. With its patented filtration technology and particle charging tech, it cleans a 1,000 square foot room with standard ceilings in just 20 minutes. Whether you're in an office, hospital, school, or home, the Brio 650 is ASHRAE compliant and built for powerful, reliable air purification. So you can breathe easier, stay healthier, and protect your space from harmful airborne contaminants. And here's an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Use promo code MILES15, that's MYLES15, at checkout to save 15% off your next order. Get yours today and experience the future of clean air. Visit agentisair.com, AGENTISAIR.com, and don't forget Miles 15 for 15% off. Agentis Brio 650, because the air you breathe matters. Yo, welcome back to Business Casual. I'm your host, Miles Brown, and today's topic is about networking. One of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself and your business is to develop a outstanding network. And one of the things that I've done with Senate Cleaning to separate it from, I would say, the run-of-the-mill, you get what you get, you know what it is type of commercial cleaning businesses, is our partnerships. Right now we have a friend of the show, Larry Rothersberg, president of Agentis Air, and that networking opportunity has led us to not only being able to provide outstanding commercial cleaning, but it's also becoming a collaboration where we not only have access to like a promo code to help promote on this business podcast, but we've also used our networks to collab. And our newest collaboration will be me selecting a couple of companies that I work for a pilot program to test out the 650 Brio. It's huge, beautiful, masterful piece of equipment that's definitely going to change the indoor air quality of many construction, warehouse, all of these different office spaces that deal with high levels of dust, chemicals, all types of things. And being able to have these type of in-room air units will not only be able to help them by keeping the touch surfaces disinfected, keeping the bathrooms clean, making sure the kitchenette is taken care of and well maintained. But now here we have a opportunity to partner my clients with a indoor air cleaner. So partnering with Senate Cleaning not only now helps keep your environment clean, it's a step above what the average cleaning company can do by actually helping them clean the air. And for many businesses, a lot of people work in situations where the indoor air quality, because they work so close to warehouses, because the nature of the business deals with chemicals, these businesses are kind of left up to the HVAC system that's been installed in a lot of these commercial buildings, which are absolutely old, outdated, and to have some powerful new technology infused where these things are even better than HEPA filters. You know, you can literally hear the dust pop when it goes through the particle charger. And there's just such a cool technology and filtration system. And the fans are like insanely quiet. So you can have this new bad boy on full blast and you won't even be able to hear it. It's absolutely amazing. And so this collaboration helps with like my business. It helps with his business. It introduces the Brio to a bunch of his ideal clients. It helps me add a service to maintaining the Brios, being able to clean them, maintenance them, and also add a significant discount for them choosing my company and partnering those two together. And so it's an amazing situation. And networking, using this podcast as, a place for like-minded business people to just come, sit down, have a good conversation, and then keep that networking open and being able to work with each other down the line. You just never know. When I first met Larry, I couldn't have envisioned us working in this scenario, but I knew he was very intelligent and had built such a beautiful business. And, me being in my industry for over 15 years at this point and having connections with tons of like retail brands and a myriad of connections with hotels, and just it's an ideal match. And I'm just so thankful for that. And so if you're at a rock and a hard place in your business, start thinking about different ways you can create, newsletters, attend like networking meetings, create something where you build a community and give away as much information as you possibly can on, your expertise, and invite others to come to your platform to be a knowledge share. And it'll really work out for you in the end. And so the last couple of messages from Business Casual have been about, quiet quitting and boss beware. And so this one, I kind of wanted to talk about the positives of business, because ownership is just one of these things where, because you're at the helm, you can grow as far and as big as you want. And you can crash and burn by not adapting. But there's so many opportunities in the economy right now, and I know a lot of people politicize what's going on, but in every disaster, the billionaires say to themselves, never let a good disaster go to waste. And as a good business owner, you should be able to see the positives in a good economy, and you should be able to see the great positives in a negative economy. And having a network and a community to see, okay, like with Larry, he's like, how's things going, in your business? And I'm like, well, commercial real estate, I believe, is about to see a great boom, like a nice comeback right now, due to folks having to be forced to come back to work. So for some people, they're like, oh, I'm bummed out. We got to go back to work. This sucks. But for other people like me and, people who depend on commercial foot traffic, this is like a breath of fresh air after being dealt with the pandemic for as many years, and the flexible schedules and, hybrids and all of these different things that kept the foot traffic down in offices. I don't think it'll ever come back to where it was, but I definitely believe we're going to start to see a influx of people coming back to the workforce, either by force or, even their choice, because coming into work is also an amazing networking opportunity, as frustrating as it may be to jump on that beltway and to fight that traffic and to get downtown or wherever you may work. And being inside of that ecosystem, that's been developed, so much brain share is going on, so much knowledge sharing, collaborations. And as much as you may not look at your job as a networking opportunity, it actually is. You're fostering, it's like a forced networking event daily. Find out who's doing amazing. Get with those people. Make your job worth coming into every day. See how you can prospect and bring new opportunities to your company and become valuable, because one of the things moving forward that a bunch of my friends and owners of other business have really been talking about, it's about to get very hard for people who can't make themselves indispensable or make themselves in like you want to be able to stack your positives in the economy that we're heading into with artificial intelligence coming in, the soft skills of being able to talk and network and be likable, be able to work a room. I think artificial intelligence is still a far ways out from replacing that human to human connection. So as much as like the software developers are feeling the pinch right now with a lot of AI and automation taking those entry level jobs, not only should you be getting your technical skills, you should also be trying to develop some type of soft skills, networking, marketing, and learning to be a brand of oneself, because that's what's going to, in this economy that's coming up and in the future, that's what's going to separate you. And having an awesome network to collaborate with, to brain share, to just collaborate with, that's going to be the difference. That's the people that's going to be successful are going to be the people who have the great soft skills, who can go into a room and dominate. And one of the toughest things with Generation Z, they don't really want in-person communication, and the ones that can master that are going to be the new shakers of the movers and shakers of this next generation, and those people are going to rise to the top. The cream always rises to the top, and those people will definitely be the ones. That leads me to point 2. The first point was collaboration and knowledge share. The second point is increased opportunities. Like I said, with the Larry and Agentis Air collaboration, that opportunity has given a cleaning company an additional source of revenue. That type of collaboration where two industries come together and say, you're cleaning air, you're cleaning buildings. I have a new product coming. The first product, the Brio 550, was more for like homes. The 650 is a complete commercial product. So the fact that I do commercial cleaning, it's like a match made in heaven here, because there's an increased opportunity, and maybe the people that you network with in the beginning, you can't see how you'll work together. But the longer you stay informed, the longer you create those business relationships and form true connections, your opportunities will increase. The people that they run across, the people you run across, the businesses you already work with, opportunities will show itself. And if you're a genuine person and you're doing good business and you're not messing people over and you have a good name, that's more valuable than gold. Having a good reputation and name in the community that people can trust is worth more than anything, really. Like, your name is so important. And another thing that, like right now, we have an amazing guest that'll be on in February. I don't want to spoil too much of it. Wink, wink, the shoppable owner. And she's an amazing woman. And tuning into that show, I think, gives another layer to networking and what it means to collaborate and what it looks like to be at the helm of industry. And the more people that you can hear from or tap into that have these positions, and these things don't come without you being valuable as well. You know, if you have to build something that the people can come to. And this podcast has always been a passion project, just to create a community of like-minded individuals that can come together and hear about what's going on in the brain of a fellow entrepreneur, me, myself, and then everybody that I bring on that wants to share their story, share what they're going through. And I believe it increases everyone's opportunity. That network, the mainstream media, in my opinion, costs so much. And even politically, during the debates, seeing how the right moved versus the left, I feel like the left purchased a lot of their networking opportunities, whereas the right partnered with the right opportunities to get their message across. And I don't pick sides on anything like that, but from a business standpoint, the right looked more grassroots. It looked more authentic. It looked more, from a networking standpoint, it looked like they were partnered with like-minded individuals, whereas the left's campaign felt more like I'm buying an influencer and I'm trying to buy into their market share, and the ROI on that money didn't allow their campaign to run successfully. You know, it was like having a cold email list versus a warm one, where you concentrate more on the people who are already on your side, and the independents who kind of are on the fence. They don't know which way they're going to go. Because you're in your element and they're hearing from you, there's an increased opportunity to be sold correctly to, because you're in your element. You're not, and it's okay to have the hard questions thrown at you. That's life. That's what you want that. But it's okay. And it brings me to my third point: support and resources. Having access to a platform like Joe Rogan and understanding the megaphone that he has nationwide, whether you like him or not, you have to look at that as super powerful. And the old industrious way of the CNNs, the ABCs, they're not connecting with the grassroots as much. They're just not. Just from a business standpoint, the market has changed. And if you were to launch a product today, do you think you would have more success buying $1 million ad on CNN and ABC, or by genuinely partnering with someone as powerful as Joe Rogan and having him say, hey, he gave me some of the product, I tried it, there was no pressure, loved it, and here's the link, take 15% off for using code Joe Rogan, blah, 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 boom. I would rather have a network that I partner with that had real stakes in the community than to just try to buy influence from people I think have influence. Because a lot of times, the people you think have influence really don't. Like, there's a lot of artificial numbers. There's a lot of just playing with the algorithm, and the people that you see a lot sometimes are just like industry plants. They're put there. And then there are these other people who really work and build a community from the ground up, and the people that are with them allow them to make mistakes. So if you come on there and you scam them, it's like, well, if they scam them, then that was a great scam. But I still trust this person because I know they stand behind what they do, as opposed to you just jumping with anybody that'll have you, and there's no real chemistry, you know. So I just wanted to jump on and continue giving my perspective on business and where we're heading, and just give you some food for thought, something to chew on this week, and to get you prepared and ready for our next guest that we're going to have come on, because I think that's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be a lot of great things to learn, and we're really heating up this year, and we're taking this thing to the moon. Until next time, I'm your host, Miles Brown. Peace. Yo. I almost forgot to leave you guys with the scripture, Luke 12:48. But the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much will be asked. For me, this message has always meant you have to understand and know that what's required of you when you have knowledge, you're going to be held to a higher standard. So when you do take the time to partner with people, learn a bunch about who you're partnering with, because if you scam people for money or you take them for bad, people are not going to ever trust you again, and your name and your character will be run through the mud because they knew you were competent enough to do your research. Peace.